Cody, just how tough is that one to swallow? It was right there.
I think it's the hardest one of the year by far. We felt like we had that one. We felt like we were the better team tonight too. We felt like we did a lot of things on this field that we felt like we were better. Now that's a team that's got a lot of momentum and they understand how to win football games late. But we let that one slip through our hands in front of a good turnout, good weather minus the little delay. But overall, this one stings. I think for me personally, this one stings a lot more than all the other ones.
How did you guys handle that delay? Because you can get out of rhythm, and it's an hour and 15 minutes. What was kind of said, and how did you guys keep together?
Yeah, I think the hardest thing about those delays is your body starts feeling the aches and pains of a game when you go an hour delay, and things like your adrenaline kind of wears off, so you start feeling some things. So trying to get your body back going, but there's no excuse because they go through it too. Like both locker rooms go through it, and so for us, we came out. It was 2nd and 9. We completed the ball, first down, so felt pretty good about that. Yeah, it's just tough when you have a halftime and then we played about 30 seconds left in the fourth or third quarter, and then you got to go out and have basically another halftime.
Tell us, Cody, I don't know if you know this, but you set the record for consecutive completions off the beginning of the game with 17. Just feeling it at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, I felt good going into this one, and I talked all week about just when you take all the reps as a starter, it's a little bit different. You're a little bit more comfortable with the game plan, comfortable with things. I thought I was seeing things really well, completing balls, but you can't go 17 for 17 without receivers catching the football and offensive linemen blocking. And what I thought our receivers did really well tonight was yards after catch. I thought it was something that was evident tonight. When they caught the ball, it wasn't just catch tackle, it was catch first down, extra 10, extra 15. So we're trending on the right direction. It's just hard when you keep trending, and then a game like this, the wind kind of goes out of your sails. So this is going to be a big week for us mentally. We have a short week against a very good Montreal team, but we just went head-to-head with the Riders, number 1 team in the West, and Hamilton, the number 1 team in the East, and we won possession game in both of those. So we got a lot of things that we should be proud about, but it's really hard to be proud when you keep losing.
Hopping on that, Cody, because through your experiences and your time in this league, when you're down like that and you go through an emotional loss, how do you keep it together? Because the little wins here and there and the whole stick it together thing, that can wear thin at times, but in your experiences, how do you guys handle this situation?
I think we got to give a good, long, hard look at the film and just realize there was a lot of good stuff we did on that tape. Offensively, defensively, special team. Like, there was a lot of good things we did. We're going to get hung up on the bad plays because obviously the bad plays show up and we lose a football game, but we got to be able to flush it and just understand that this team can be good. It can be great. We just got to find ways to win games. And sometimes you win a game, like if you win a game like that last second, sometimes that momentum carries you on. And we needed that. We needed that momentum. But it doesn't mean the guys are giving up in that locker room. We have a tough test ahead and a long road trip. But I think the guys should come out knowing that if we play our best ball, we have a chance to win any game on our schedule.
Cody, last week in practice, you're fighting for the starting job. Get it, have the Saskatchewan game. Great performance there individually. This week, it's your backfield. You're running through things. You come into this game. Like, how much, you touched on it a little bit, but just elaborate on how much, having it as your backfield, how much confidence that gives you going forward, getting comfortable in the offense with your guys.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is comfortability and just understanding how I see the game compared to how Trey was seeing it early on in the year. Like, every quarterback's a little bit different. And so games like this, I thought we were on the same page majority of the game, us and the receivers. There was a lot of times when they made incredible plays for us. And so we just got to find a way to close the door. And the thing that jumps off the tape for me is Cody Grace sprints down, recovers the ball. Incredible play by him. And then we get stuffed on the run and then a short pass and we're 2 and out, right? So it's learning that the momentum of the game and can really dictate how you win and lose. And I felt like that was a win for Hamilton, knowing that it was such a big play and they 2 and out and we only went up by a field goal. So I think that's the biggest part we got to learn. And so for me in this backfield, I got to continue to stay positive for the guys. I got to use my veteran experience just to continue to show them that this is the CFL and it's professional football. It's so dang hard to win, but when you do win it, you feel validated of your work.
Even to build on that a little bit, working with your offensive line, is that happening more with the gelling as well?
Absolutely. Everybody wanted to talk about 8 sacks last week, and what do we have this today? 1?
Correct.
Yeah, so, and I knew that everyone was kind of blowing that out of proportion. Our offense line is incredibly talented. We ran the ball really well today. A couple things in the third quarter where they made some defensive adjustments and brought some edge pressure that's just a little bit more difficult around the ball. But I got all the faith in the world in those guys up front, and they did a great job protecting me tonight. And one sack, I just hope that people can stop talking about it because it was an exhausting week. I knew was kind of a false stat that everybody wanted to talk about and blame people, but those guys up front played really well tonight.
Nice
Thanks,
going.
Cody.